What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cav show. We got a little NFL divisional recap. What a weekend! Some upsets. And first of all, I want to start off with the Titans over the Ravens. To me, I really cannot believe it. I know I was talking earlier. I said the Ravens have to stop Derrick Henry, and if they don't stop Derrick Henry, they're in trouble. And what did Derrick Henry do? Rush for over 175 yards, back-to-back playoff games. First NFL player in history to do so in the playoffs. To me, Derrick Henry's a beast. This has been a long time coming for Derrick Henry. He won the Heisman at Bama. Rushed for over 12,000 yards in high school. More than any other running back ever to do that in high school. So to me, I love it. Derrick Henry deserves a huge contract. We see Zeke sign $100 million. I want to see Derrick Henry sign like a $100 million contract. He deserves it. And to me, Tennessee, they had the winning formula. They will go into Kansas City next week, and that'll be a great game overall. But to me, Derrick Henry was a difference maker, and their defense stepped up and stopped Lamar Jackson. To me, I really feel bad for the Baltimore Ravens. They choked. Let's just face it, they choked. But to me, on the upside of the Baltimore Ravens is they have Lamar Jackson. He's young. He's still learning, and I do believe he'll be a future superstar. To me, I know a lot of people said he's better than Mike Vick. Let's not jump to conclusion yet. He can become better, but he's not on that level yet. To me, and that was the difference maker, was Derrick Henry, obviously, in Tennessee's defense, putting pressure on Lamar, forcing him to do really questionable plays. So to me, all credit to the Tennessee Titans. Whoever picked them over the Ravens, you deserve it. You deserve the credit. To me, huge game, huge upset. Because, Baltimore was 10-point favorites, bro. 10 points. To me, that's crazy. All credit to the Titans. Vikings versus the 49ers. This was a pick I got right. I went heavy on the 49ers. I told you guys to go heavy on the 49ers. Vikings, I wasn't really. Look, they always play the Saints good in the playoffs. To me, what the 49ers are great at is their defensive front seven. They can put pressure on any quarterback in the league, and that's really what led them to victory. Kirk Cousins was pressured over 55 times when he was passing. To me, that's crazy. That is so much. To me, that's a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So to me, overall, that was a difference maker. And the way Jimmy G's playing, he's playing great. And I've said Jimmy G's going to have to prove to me that he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback as a starter. So he still has to prove to me to that. 49ers are rolling. We actually have Green Bay going into San Francisco next weekend. I'll talk more about that. But San Francisco is a team to be worried about right now. To me, after the Ravens losing, to me, that it's a concern overall. But a big win, and like I said, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. Texans versus the Chiefs. I went heavy on the Chiefs. I feel like most people should have went heavy on the Chiefs as well. To me, it was kind of an embarrassment for the Texans to bounce out to a big lead, and they still end up being down at half, being up like 24 to what was it, 0? To me, it's unheard of. So to me, it's just like, wow. I couldn't believe it. I love Deshaun Watson. Let's look at the bright side for the Texans. They're still young. Deshaun Watson's still young in the league, and I do believe he has a lot of upside. I mean, maybe more upside than Patrick Mahomes. Yes, I really do believe that. We've seen what Deshaun Watson did in college, beat Bama, game-winning drive. To me, I love Deshaun Watson. I love what he's doing. To me, I know, he doesn't have the same team as Patrick Mahomes, obviously. I believe Patrick Mahomes has a little bit more tools to go about, to me, overall, but I love the Chiefs. I love what Patrick Mahomes doing. To me, the Kansas City Chiefs right now are the favorite to win it. I don't care what anybody says. Vegas might tell you different, but in my eyes right now, Kansas City Chiefs are favorite. Why is that? Because they can score under a minute on any team. We've seen it, dude. They can score so quickly, and that's what's dangerous about Kansas City. I feel like the recipe to beat Kansas City is time management. Keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. It's hard to say for that, but like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs, in my mind, are favorites to win it. If you guys are sports betting on these games, I would bet heavy on the Chiefs right now. Just to simple fact, the way they won. But on the flip side, they have to play the Titans. And to me, can Kansas City's defense can't stop Derrick Henry? That's a big question mark. To me, I feel like, look, the Titans could be a dog pick to win it as well. Look at what Tennessee, they have a formula. Great defense, great front seven, also great running game, and they do a play action. Ryan Tannehill's played great this year. Marcus Mariota was a starter, started out 2-4, got subbed out. So to me, I love where they're going with it, but like I said, it's the playoffs. Anything is possible. To me, I love, like I said, I love where the Chiefs are at right now and the Titans. That's going to be a close game. Seattle versus the Packers. This was a game I was wrong on right here. I went with Seattle. I kind of went with my gut on this one. I thought Seattle was really going to pull it out. Really what it was third down. Seattle cannot stop Aaron Rodgers on third downs. That's what it boiled down to. And to me, Aaron Rodgers, if you can't stop him on third downs, you're not going to win. You're just not going to beat Aaron Rodgers like that. If you can't stop Aaron Rodgers on third downs, I don't care what team you are, you're never going to beat him. And so to me, that was a difference maker. Russell Wilson, I feel like they need to add a couple more pieces to him. They need to add some better offensive linemen and maybe some new receivers and add some more defensive players as well for Seattle. They still have an upside for Seattle, but the Packers, to me, they are a dangerous team. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, best quarterback right now in the playoffs, that, in my opinion, better than Mahomes. To me, what the Packers need to do, we've seen it. They play the San Francisco next week, and we've seen it this past season. During the regular season, the Packers get blown out. But it's the playoffs. It's a different game, and these two teams are much different than they were in the regular season. That's the upside for Green Bay. You know, if I'm Green Bay right now, and I'm looking at film saying, wow, we got blown out. Aaron Rodgers didn't even pass for over 100 yards against the 49ers in that game. Not even 100. So to me, they're definitely going to be eyeing Aaron Rodgers. To me, the key is the 49ers put pressure on you. To me, you have to get the ball out under 3 seconds or else you're sacked. And Aaron Rodgers knows that, understands that. And to me, I believe the Packers could give him a game. If Aaron Rodgers has a great game and it comes down to the Green Bay Packers offensive line against the San Francisco's front seven. That's what it comes down to. Can you give Aaron Rodgers time? If you can give Aaron Rodgers time, they have a shot to beat San Francisco. They really do. But that's what it boils down to, because we know what San Francisco's about. They can run the ball, and they're smash mouth. They can also play action, throw it to their tight ends. To me, they can do so much, kind of like Kansas City. They're similar teams. But to me, overall, the 49ers have the best defense right now in the NFL, in the playoffs right now. So to me, they're super dangerous. But like I said, the Packers at home in the playoffs are always hard to beat. The last team to beat the Packers in the playoffs, can you guys guess? It was the San Francisco 49ers. It was actually Colin Kaepernick back in 2013. Yes, when he went into Lambeau, it was like 4 degrees that game. And yes, I know Kaepernick's not in the league for a lot of different reasons. I don't want to go with Kaepernick talk, but you get where I'm going. So to me, San Francisco Green Bay's had some history, and historically, Aaron Rodgers has not been great against the 49ers. That's what we do know. But to me, Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs can make a difference. So I cannot wait to see this matchup. But overall, to me, the biggest surprise to me were the Ravens. I'm so disappointed in the Ravens, how they ended their season. I mean, 14-2, they're Super Bowl favorites. I mean, that's what Vegas has them. Super Bowl favorites. They're gonna win. No, they're favored to win it, and then they lose. Not just lose. They got their asses handed to them. They really did. And to me, it was just like, dude, I cannot believe it. But like I said, with the Ravens, the upside for the Ravens is they're still young. Lamar Jackson is still young. What? He's like 3 or 4 years in the league. To me, he's super young, and I still like where they're going. Harbaugh's going to stay there for a long time, signed a contract a year or two ago. So to me, I love where the Ravens are going. It's experience. But overall, the Ravens choked. They choked. There's no way around it. They choked, and they did not stop Derrick Henry. But to me, these games coming up are going to be great. I see them going down to the final, maybe game-winning field goal. But the X factor with the Titans versus the Chiefs is, can the Chiefs stop Derrick Henry? That's what it comes down to. And if Derrick Henry rushes for over 150 yards a game, I don't see anybody beating him. And that sounds crazy that the Tennessee Titans could win the Super Bowl. Nobody would have picked that in the start of the season. Nobody would have picked Tennessee to even make the playoffs. I mean, seriously, you have Marcus Mariota starting at quarterback. I mean, what has he done with the Tennessee Titans? He hasn't done anything. He's been there about 4 or 5 years. So to me, it was just like, wow, really? But to me, I love the playoffs. It's the playoffs time, baby. The best time of the year. It's the Clown with Cam show. Let's go!